What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. So as you guys saw by now, I went ahead and I watched all the videos that have pertained to StarField. It was straight from Bethesda's studio channel. Shout out to Night Till. I appreciate you sending me that. And shout out to everyone that came to the live stream and hang out with me and we saw those videos. I think it was like an hour long or something like that, right? We had fun, we played around, we trolled at the end, but once it was all said and done, it took some time to marinate and figure out exactly how I feel about this game. Now I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I just want to talk to you. So just hear me out, man. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. And a few Sony ponies pointed it out. And I give it to them. I give it to them. Yeah. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that we set expectations up really high for this game, and what happens if it doesn't meet it, right? And the reason I was cautious about this was because I was trying to find out why a lot of you guys out there were so excited about this game. Now, for those of you that have played plenty of games from this studio, you have a specific type of faith in this studio, which honestly I do understand. That's like if Rockstar comes out with a game, right? Like we understand, right? Naughty Dog comes out with a game, we understand, right? Insomniac comes out with a game, right? We understand, right? And yes, I am mentioning PlayStation Studio games because I'm new to Xbox, so I don't know which studios we would use that would be comparable to that. So you guys let me know, right? But with that being said, when I watched everything for this whole Starfield reveal and everything, they were speaking about, and they said it themselves, they were speaking about the tone of the game, right? And they for sure did set a tone with everything that they were saying. The tone that I got is that this is a space exploration game that kind of has mystery to it, and it seems like it's incredibly detailed and it's pretty free. Like you could do a lot of different things in this game. The problem with that explanation and that tone is that it's pretty vague as well. It was funny because by watching all those videos, I understood why a lot of you say Skyrim in space. Because I think in one of the videos they said it's like everything you've played before in the past except in space. And it's like, okay. One of the things that did catch my attention and I am excited for is the fact that you and I can play the same game and have completely different experiences depending on how we choose to play with the character. Which I experienced a game like that with Mass Effect, right? With Mass Effect, the first one, that's the only one I've played so far. If unless you picked the dialogue exactly how I picked it, you're not gonna. Shepard is not gonna be who he is to your eyes and my eyes, if that makes sense. Like he's gonna be different. Like my Shepard was on the borderline of being rude, and there was definitely people that I made him a lot more rude to. Like there was literally characters in the game that I just wasn't too fond of that I decided to be a lot more rude to, and then other people that I was a lot nicer to, right? And it literally manifested in the way that I played and the way that I portrayed Shepard, and I really believed in the character that I created. Not created at the start, but created as I went through the story, right? A game like Horizon Forbidden West, even though I had the choice to pick different dialogues, at no point did I feel in control as to who she was, which is neither here nor there, but I felt like the dialogue selection was just a waste of time at that point. You know what I mean? Which it was a waste of time. There's a lot of reading and there's a lot of dialogue within that game, but a lot of dialogue that doesn't add to the game. That's the way I felt. Where in Mass Effect, the dialogue was like intriguing. Like I would just sit there and figure out how I wanted to answer this question or how I wanted to interact with the character. So Elden Ring, not Elden Ring. I'm thinking about Elden Ring because I just played that. But Starfield being something like that is pretty cool, right? But you can mess that up real quick. The tone was set. The execution was not shown, right? No part of the execution was just shown. I think they showed one weapon, so and it looked like a gun, so I'm assuming it's a shooter type of game. They did mention that it's first person, okay. They talked about the different factions and stuff, okay. But I didn't see anything to make me feel like overhyping this game. This game to me, Starfield, is just like every other new IP that might be coming out. Cool, let's see what it is. Now the good thing is that June 12th is right around the corner. And they in my opinion they have to show something. You tell me if I'm wrong. Don't you think they gotta show gameplay at this point? They gotta show gameplay at this point. And maybe this is when they blow us away and then that's when we all really get hype, right? But I don't know. The biggest reason why I'm cautious for this game is because I have played a lot of games last year and this year that I feel were unjustly rated. Let me use that word. Perhaps they were rightly rated at the time because of the hype that was around them. But if the companies themselves, the publisher themselves, and the fans themselves didn't overhype the game when the game came out, we would have been surprised or possibly even satisfied or whatever. I put I put an hour and like I put a day in 10 hours in Anthem, which is supposedly a trash game, and I played the single player. I played multiplayer a few times. So shout out to everyone that hopped on Anthem with me. I appreciate you. But for the most part, I played that game single player, and I had an amazing time playing the game. I never got bored of the game. I mean, I played it for a day and 10 hours. That's a decent amount of time to play a game. Uh, but again, it got bad reviews. I keep mentioning Watch Dogs. Thoroughly enjoyed Watch Dogs 1 and 2. Rise Some of Rome. I heard a lot of people say that game was trash. I definitely enjoyed that game. And then obviously the games that you guys said were good were actually good, right? Like Psychonauts 2, um, Ori Will of the Wisp, Ori Blind Forest, Psychonauts 1 actually was good too. Um, Sunset Overdrive was actually good, which is definitely not my type of game. I don't know if you liked Control or not, but I enjoyed Control. So Control was good for me as well. Quantum Break, that's another one that people said they didn't like it. I liked it. Maybe I just got bad taste in games. I don't know. I like the campaign of Crossfire X, and that's the one that's on Game Pass. I didn't even try the second one. I heard the second campaign, the one you got to buy, is even better. So I mean, but again, I'm going in and I'm playing these games with the expectation that the game's gonna be bad. So I played well actually every single Xbox game that I played with the expectation that it was gonna be bad because I believed the hype. I believe the Xbox has no games hype. But I see what a game that gets overhyped, what could happen to it. I just don't want this game to get overhyped and then it becomes a good game and then it gets shut down because we pretended like this thing was going to be amazing. You know what it is? The Sony fan base expects every single PlayStation game to be a must play or a 90 or above. So when the game scores a 83, a 84, or a 85, which is actually a good score, we laugh at them, right? They did that to themselves though. And then they believe that either the reviews are wrong or they believe that um, the thing is getting review bomb, all kinds of stuff, when really 80 is good. But what's even more important is that as Xbox gamers, we really don't care about how a game reviews. We just use that as talking point, but we really don't care. We know that if I enjoy a game, I enjoy the game. I don't want us, again, I keep saying it over and over again because I'm seeing it. I don't want us to turn into what we don't like. That's all I'm saying. So let the game speak for itself. They wanted to set the tone. I think they set the tone, and from what the stuff that I'm hearing, they're promising pretty high, right? As far as like the details. In one of the videos, the guy spoke about how they place details in the toys of the kids that are playing in the world. And all I'm saying, if you're gonna place that much detail into that, there better be a lot of detail into the gameplay. Gameplay is king. Gameplay is king. So we'll see. I'm gonna leave StarField alone for now. June 12th, like I said, is right around the corner, and we'll definitely find out what this game is gonna be all about. If you went ahead and saw the video that I put up, I know it's really long, it's about an hour long. But if you went ahead and saw those videos that I saw, let me know what you think. I saw a lot of people saying that they got excited after, they were even more excited after they saw the videos that I saw. So I'll tell you this much, I'll be honest with you. After I saw the videos, I also did get a little bit more excited, but I'm still not at the level of some of you guys just banking on the fact that it's a Bethesda game studio. And I saw a few of you try to be slick because I said in my video, it's not that StarField is good, Bethesda is. And you guys were saying like, well, Bethesda's next game is StarField, so that's so I like StarField. And all I said was like, well, no, because by your logic, Bethesda's so good that if their next game was Bugsnax 2, you would be excited as well. I'm just saying. But we'll see. I just don't want to. I just don't want us to set up this game for failure. Let's set our expectations right. That's all. We don't know what this game is. Space exploration. Skyrim in space. Okay. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.